All right, folks, little storytelling time. Just to follow up on my little video about shaft lean or solid contact. You know, I was very fortunate as a young golf professional to be friends with Bobby Duval. Bobby was the head pro at Timaquana Country Club in Jacksonville. You probably know his son David, but Bobby also had a pretty storied career out there on the Champions Tour. But it was really funny. First time I ever played Bobby, I knew he was a great ball striker and a great player. First time I ever played with him, I think I was 25 years old, and in a tournament, got paired with him, and so they called his name to the tee. Bobby Duval, your turn to hit. And he took his ball, and he literally threw it right down there on the tee box. And then he stepped on it just a little bit, just like that. Stood right there on that tee, took his, I believe he had a brassy at the time. So he just walked right up to it, had a relatively strong grip like we talked about in my first video with the slicers. And then when he struck the ball, the only way he could get it out of that hole was his hands were about even with his left hip at impact. Like that, looked like that. There's your shaft lean right there, off a lie that he stepped on. So it was really interesting. After the round, I asked him, I said, why do you step on your ball like that? He did it a couple of times during the round, and he also hit it in a divot a couple of times in the round, and we were playing the ball down, and over a nice cold beverage, I asked him, I said, Bobby, why'd you step on your ball a couple of times out there when you were hitting that brassy? He said, well, Eric, anytime I feel like my impact's not very good, I always step on the ball, and I don't worry too much about hitting the ball out of a divot. And it's pretty interesting. That was a great way for him to get started off the first tee, to make solid contact, and also get his round back in shape if something was going haywire, especially if he felt it at impact. But he said if he did that, he knew he could get the proper weight shift into the ball, he could make solid contact, he could compress his ball better. The worse the lie got, the better impact he created. So I thought it was kind of ironic that he said that. It's a pretty interesting story to share. So I wanted to share it with you. So thank you, and look forward to talking to you soon.